What's up, everybody? If you're watching this, you probably don't know who I am, but my name is David and I run the channel Truthful Sessions. Many of the videos on the channel have been shot by me, but most of them have been a collaboration effort with friends, anyone willing to hold a camera B, but also with other channels like Wallflower Wanderer, the good friends over at Radio WV, and recently my friend Christian Eli with Eli Creative in South Carolina. So I'll give a little bit of a background as to who I am and how this started. I grew up in the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina area. I went to community college for film and video production, but that was more of the big production, movie set type of scenario, and kind of took the magic away for me. So I then joined the military at 21 and was stationed in New Orleans. I've always been a fan of the live sessions on YouTube, and specifically at the time, Gems on VHS. And it just so happened my partner at work, the only person I worked with day in and day out, was an extremely talented musician with the name Tanner Redmond.
Freedom! Freedom!
So we filmed our first session, and it turned out pretty good for the first video on a brand new YouTube channel. Gained a few thousand natural views, and the commanding officer at the base at the time actually liked it and wanted him to play at the Coast Guard Day event, which I think he declined. Nonetheless, it was a great start, and I realized I might have had something special on my hands. Being stationed in New Orleans was a great opportunity because a lot of artists came through on tour, and I was very blessed to work with some extremely talented musicians like Zach Bryan, Casper Allen, Vincent Neil Emerson, Tanner Usry, and things kind of grew as we went on. After New Orleans, I was stationed in Hawaii. Not something I can complain about, but it did put the channel on the back burner for a little bit. After many thoughts and prayers, I realized that the video thing was something I wanted to give a shot full time. And my father was a big part of that because he passed away a couple months ago, and he always encouraged me to go for what I really wanted to do. So after 6 good years in the military, I decided to get out. I'm now based on the East Coast, and it's definitely a big change of pace. I went from the most stable job you could imagine, the military, to one of the most unstable, making art. And in no way, shape, or form am I a charity case. I made this decision. But any support, any like, any subscriber is major and greatly appreciated. I did create a Patreon, and I'll have that link in the bio. Since I am a one-man show for the most part, my Patreon is still being fleshed out. If you have any ideas of how I can bring more value to y'all, the Patreon members, let me know. Leave a comment. Send me a DM, whatever works best. It's a big blessing to be able to work with artists. I could care less about how big their platform is. I've worked with artists without social media accounts, without any music on streaming platforms. For me, it's really just about spreading someone's music and being able to be a part of the art. Through shooting these videos, I've realized it's actually bigger than a YouTube channel. I've become friends with a lot of these artists. We've eaten together, talked together, text, keep in contact. It's more than just shooting a video and calling it a day. It's been a blessing in my life, and I hope it's been a blessing to some other people out there. Overall, I just want to say thank you, introduce myself officially. Over 30,000 subscribers is not something I take lightly. It's definitely a blessing, and I'm looking forward to the future, working with new artists, some of the old artists, new sessions channels, and in the end, we're looking forward to another year. You're going to see a lot more coming from Truthful Sessions. Now this is my full-time gig, Lord willing. Great things coming soon. God is good.